Hello beautiful people and welcome. This video is going to be all about blush. You guys know I love blush. I think it's one of the best parts of face makeup, especially if you're into natural makeup looks like me. It's like the key. We're doing a deep dive into my entire blush collection. I'm going to go over all the blush that I love, all the blush that I hate, some blushes that are right there in the middle. If you're looking for a new blush to rock your world, this video is for you. This video is also for you if you want to be de-influenced into buying some of the most popular blushes on the market right now, because I'm gonna be real with this. I do want to put a little disclaimer out there because I remember what it was like when I would watch my beauty gurus on YouTube back in the day, Chloe Morello, Carly Bybel, Cole Guerrero. Like, I would watch them. They would do their makeup tours, makeup collection videos, and I would just get so like sad because it took everything for me to go and buy one product at Sephora after I got my check. I just would watch these videos like, how do they have all this stuff? And I'd be like, if I'm gonna be a makeup artist, I need to be here. I need to be at their level. I need to have all this makeup. The pressure was immense, especially being young and watching that on YouTube, feeling like that was the standard. I just want you to know a lot of these products have been gifted by the brands themselves to try out for you. The intent of this video is to share with you what is actually good and what is worth your money. I'm so passionate about doing what I do, and I'm so grateful that you guys give me the opportunity to share this with you. Without further ado, let's jump right in. So these are the Hourglass liquid blush. For one thing, I love Hourglass. I love a lot of their makeup products, but I was not very impressed with this liquid blush because the application is very messy. You have to like press up like this in order to access the product. If you have nails, it's already difficult enough, and I've kind of made a mess of it a couple times, so that is one thing that I don't like about it. The color is really good when you put it on at first, but then when you blend it in, I feel like you have to use a lot of the product in order to get that pigment. I put quite a bit on there, but you can't really tell that it's there, so I have to constantly reapply this. Now, they have quite a few shades. These are all of their shades. A lot of brands do not carry a really good variety of quality shades. They'll usually have like a couple different shades and like really weird colors, and you're like, would I ever wear this? All of these shades I can wear. You're okay with the mess and it doesn't really bother you, or if you try it and it's not that big of a deal. These are my key shades that are from this blush line. Moment, it's kind of like a coral blush. You guys know I'm really into corally blushes. Let it focus so you can see their Vision blush, because this is a great in-between fall and winter color. I really like Scene because it's super neutral. So if you're gonna go and get these shades and you have a similar skin tone to me, definitely try out those 3 shades. They are beautiful, a little bit more buildable, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Maybe you just don't like a lot of pigment in your blush. One of my favorites that's nearly dying right now, which is sad because I think it just needs like some kind of product enhancer. This is from Milk Makeup. This blush is so beautiful. This is in the color Quirk, and it's actually technically a lip and cheek tint, not just a blush. The color is Quirk. I'm just gonna put it on my face because literally this has been the blush color that I've been loving lately. My only sad thing about it is that it's so dry. It wasn't always dry. I think as I've had it, because I've had this for probably about a year now, it's become a lot drier. So I have to apply a setting spray before I'm able to blend it in because it's near impossible to blend this stuff in. I think it might just need a enhancer, a liquid enhancer, but I just love that shade because it's so warm. It gives me that like rosy, I'm cool kind of look, and I think it's really beautiful. I like the formula because of the pigment. I love the compactness of this. It's just so compact, so small, so little, easy to travel with, and mess-free. When I first got it, I was able to blend it in with my fingers and not have much transfer, which was brilliant. So I really love this blush. This is one of my favorites. I guess since we're talking about the Milk brand, let's go into their other Milk blushes. These are the Milk Cooling Water Jelly Tint blushes. They had quite a few different shades, but these 3 were my best shades. Love the same compactness. I liked how bright the colors are. It's very fun. This is the jelly. It's a very interesting feel for sure. Very, very blendable because you really have to pack this product on. It's not as pigmented, but I think that that's the point because it's more like a tint instead of a true blush. It is kind of cooling, which is nice, which is very different from any product that I even have here. I think it works better as a lip tint than it does a blush. Pigment comes up better on the lips than it does the face. This didn't rock my world. I could go all my life without ever trying it. In comparison to their other solid blushes, I don't think that it's worth it. So tempted to eat this. Even not being pregnant, I was tempted to eat this, but now even more so. It's bad. I need to put it away. I don't think it tastes good. We'll do another one that I really don't like, and I'm not gonna even put it on my face right now because it's actually really, really terrible. I actually like this brand. This is the Drew Barrymore brand Flower Beauty. This is her Gel Crush Lip and Cheek Blush, and it's awful. I'll show you a swatch. I don't like it. It's, hello? Okay, there we go. Look at how splotchy. No. It might be cheaper for your buck, but this is one example of it being cheap and it actually like being cheap. Like, it's not good. I like some of their other products, but I do not like this blush. Let's go to Pixie. I feel like this wanted to be this, but it didn't quite make it. This is their On the Glow Blush Tinted Moisture Stick, which is also interesting because they kind of incorporate skincare in this, and I like that. It's not my favorite blush, I will say that. It works really well if you have very dry skin. I love the deodorant stick applicator type thing because it makes it really easy to apply. Kind of like twist it up like deodorant would. It's cool. I like the design of it. The only color that I got, this color is Ruby. It's not bad. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just not like, I've had better formulas. For the price point, I wouldn't mind you getting this. Let's go into Makeup Forever. Makeup Forever has some great blushes. This palette was actually pretty good. It's their HD Skin Face Essentials palette, so it's technically a face palette. It doesn't just have blush. Their cream blushes are really nice in this palette, and I thought they were really well pigmented. They have 2 different shades here, or 3 different shades, I'm sorry, which I like the variety of the palette. I love the bronzer in this palette and the concealer in this palette. You guys know, or if you've been following me, you know that I love multi-purpose products. Look at the pigment in this though. It's really nice. It's a really nice pigment. That was one swatch. Wasn't even that serious. I find that when I do use this palette, I have to have some kind of silicone based brush. That is the only way to use it, in my opinion, because you can't use your regular fluffy hair brushes. It's not gonna pick up the makeup. You need like a silicone based brush to really help pick up that makeup and distribute it. This will last you for a long time, guys. I've had this for a while, and as you can see, it barely made a dent in it. It's a great palette if you're looking for like an all-in-one type thing. Powders, we're gonna keep with Makeup Forever because Makeup Forever has the Artist Blush, and I love these. I love their shades. This shade is Wherever Rose. You guys have seen me use this. Such a beautiful shade, a staple to have. I highly recommend this if you're looking for a really pretty powder blush and you want to go with something a little bit more high-end. Makeup Forever, this is it. Definitely these 2 rock my world. This is the Limitless Berry. This is a little bit warmer, and then this is more everyday, the Wherever Rose. Let's go with Tinted Live. This is definitely more blendable blush. The pigments are not as strong. I feel like when I have applied these blushes, I'm gonna try it on my arm so you can see. It's super, super light, which if you're into that thing, this will be for you. But if you like more pigment, you will not like these. Because this reminded me of Saie, let's talk about Saie, because you guys know I love Saie. Saie Beauty's Clean Beauty, which is also a huge plus, and I love how many shades that they have. Some of their shades are white-based shades where they do not look good in every skin tone. These are my favorite shades from the Saie blushes that I have, the liquid blushes. Baby Cutie Chili. I really like Chili. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like on. I know it's on top of some blush already, but you guys can at least get an idea. Again, this is Natural Clean Beauty. This is definitely the best in the game for natural and clean makeup for sure. Look at that. That was stunning. Like, I didn't even have to use that much product. I love that it's clean. It overall feels really good on the skin, so highly recommend. Rhode. Let's talk about Rhode. This was so like hyped up and viral for a while. The pigment was actually pretty good, but I think the staying power of the blushes really disappointed me because I feel like they ran off the face. I really love the compactness of this. Again, it's giving the Milk Makeup vibe and how sleek the design is. I love that. Teddy is my favorite color, and I have used that in a lot of videos, and I think it's really beautiful. It kind of reminds me again of the Milk Makeup blush that's my favorite. If you like Rhode products, you might like this, but it's not my ultimate favorite to where I'd rave about it and be like, you need to have this in your life kind of thing, you know? Let's go for another Clean Beauty. Merit. You guys know I've talked about this so much. This is one of my favorite blushes for sure. Because it's Clean Beauty, love that about it, but it's incredibly pigmented and it's gorgeous. This is in the color Beverly Hills. I'm not gonna apply it. Yes, I am. Just want you to see this. Look how beautiful that is. I love the applicator, by the way, because it makes it really easy to apply. Great color, great for everyday use. It's also really incredibly blendable with the fingers, which I love. It doesn't feel gross and sticky. I feel like in comparison with like the Saie blushes, these are a little bit more messy and I would never want to blend it with my fingers. But with this, I can because the formula is a little lighter. Let's talk about the YSL blushes because I've heard these blushes get a lot of hate. I only have 2 shades out of like the 7 or maybe 10 different colors that they gave me. Literally, I could only find 2 shades that worked for my skin. The whole thing that's negative about them online right now is they have too much white base in their blushes, which I can absolutely see with the other colors. These colors are pretty nice. I like the color 37. It's very beautiful. I'm gonna show it to you. It's definitely really light. It's light, but it also has a really good pigment. I know I'm applying with blush already on, but I'm pretty sure you guys can see that. I have the color 37 and the color 54 that are my favorite. This is a little darker for winter, fall, and then this one is more everyday, and I just applied that here. Very light. It's giving the same type of feel as Hourglass, but more pigmented. So, do with that as you will. Sigma powder blushes. I don't even need to say or talk this up even more. I don't even need to show you because I've had countless videos sharing these blushes with you guys. They are brilliant. They are amazing. Great formulas. They stay all day long. I can rave on and on about it. Their cream blushes, not so much. I don't care for their cream blushes. Their powder blushes are where it's out. Now, Patrick Ta. These were so disappointing. I really hate these blushes. First of all, this is like not user-friendly. I don't know what the design, like why the design is like this. I hate it. The idea is great. They got a cream blush and a setting powder blush, which is really awesome, and I wish more brands did this, but the formulas are not a vibe. Like, the pigments are terrible. It runs off my face, and the colors are terrible too. I didn't like any of the colors that I got. Maybe I just didn't try the right color, but I really did not vibe with these at all, and I'm sad about it because I really wanted to. It's not worth it. Laura Mercier is a classic. If you want a luxurious high-end blush, this is a really good one. This is in the color Chai. I've talked about it on my Instagram. Such a beautiful blush. They've been in the game for a long time for a reason. Another palette for you. This is from Smashbox. I really like this Halo palette. They only have 2 blush colors, but I've used this multiple times in a lot of my videos. You guys have seen. I think the pigments are great, and I love that it comes with a highlighter and a bronzer because it's all in one. Done. Dips blush was actually really cool. It's the Baked Blush Duo Spice Girl. Pretty decent. Not my favorite. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. I think this is just not my color. I think that if it was a little bit darker, I would like it more, but I wouldn't go out of my way to buy it. Bare Minerals Bronzer. This is a brilliant product. I'm not a huge fan of Bare Mineral products, but this product has me a fan. I love this Kiss of Pink bronzer. I use this so much, guys. It is such a beautiful blush. They call it a bronzer because it's supposed to be blush and bronzer. I don't know why they call it that. I don't think it's dark enough to consider to be a bronzer, but okay, I'll go with it. It's nice. It's really beautiful. Armani Beauty Luminous Silk Cheek Tints. They're great. Very, very good pigments. This is so beautiful, guys. If you want to splurge, get the Hourglass Ambient. I don't know if they have these same palettes available, but whenever they come out with their palettes, they're always phenomenal. Get them. So beautiful, so pigmented, gorgeous on the skin. I saved the best for last because these are my favorite. I've talked about them so much. I know I've influenced some of you guys to buy some of these, but they're just so good to me. I love them. They're so beautiful. Charlotte Tilbury. These beauty magic wands, I love the consistency of them. I love how they're brightening. I love how the pigment, I love how creamy they are. Yeah, the applicators can be a little fussy sometimes because I don't really like this design. It gets messy. That's the only thing that I'd say bad about it. Oh my gosh, I have tons of the same shade. Pinkgasm. Literally have Pinkgasm. This is my favorite shade. Actually, what I had on earlier today in the first frame of this video, this is what I was wearing. They have the matte shades, which are also really gorgeous. I think the formulas are great, and I love them. Yeah, that was my blush collection. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, make sure you leave a thumbs up. Thank you again so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.